This woman held a farewell death party for her boyfriend prior to killing him. He sat there happily throughout the entire night, having no idea that that was the intention of the party. It was October 1995 and Joe Cinque was living in Australia. He'd grown up in Newcastle, had a younger brother, and the family were all super close. Now, Joe was extremely good looking, charismatic, he was sporty, he had everything going for him. He went to uni and then, as lots of people did, he went travelling afterwards. After coming back, he was on a night out with his friends and he bumped into a girl that he liked the look of. This was Anu Singh. The pair were really attracted to each other and seemed to be quite well suited. Anu was from a really good family background and so was Joe. The pair got into a relationship, and this wasn't Anu's first relationship. She'd actually dated a guy called Simon Walsh, and the pair had got pregnant. The pair decided to get rid of the pregnancy, which was particularly difficult on Anu. She ended up getting into some pretty hard substances in order to cope. It was around this point where she met Joe and got into a relationship with him. And you might be thinking that I've missed out a whole bunch of information about when Simon and Anu broke up, but the reality is they didn't. There was a definite crossover between Simon and Anu's relationship and Anu's and Joe's relationship. It wasn't until Simon found out that Anu was cheating on him that he broke it off with her and she sort of fully focused all her attention on Joe. This obviously wasn't the best start to a relationship, and Joe's parents really didn't like Anu. She was very controlling, and Joe seemed to really change sort of personality once he was in this relationship with her. She was getting more and more demanding of Joe and more controlling. The pair, though, did end up moving in together in Canberra, much to Joe's family's upset. They were even saving up to get married. Now, Anu was struggling with an ED at this point and was getting really sort of obsessed with going to the gym and taking certain kind of substances to help her lose weight. Things would get so bad that she ended up being involved with the local crisis team at some occasions just due to how bad her mental health was, but she was really reluctant to engage with the services. She ended up actually blaming Joe for her struggles, which was really strange because everybody around them could see that Joe had done nothing but stand by her the whole time and support her. She then started expressing really concerning desires to hurt people around her. Now, this included Joe and her ex, Simon, as well as herself. She told multiple of her friends about these plans and wishes to hurt other people, but they didn't seem to actually do anything or reach out for any kind of help for her. Now, this was obviously not just a one-off kind of joke that she'd made, because weeks later she was still saying this, and also was asking friends if they could get her a gun so that she could unalive herself.